Hi everyone, this is Dylan, and I'm a bit nervous making this video because we've just undergone some really intense integration in the last few days, and also Thomas just cut our hair, and we've decided to, in order to have the hairstyle we want to have, teach it to go the other way. So now we're dealing with a whole bunch of sensory stuff and triggers around that, and it's really kind of freaking us out. But we've decided to do it for a bunch of reasons, and it's actually going to help us a lot in our deprogramming process, as it's going to bring forward a lot of new parts to work with. So this is kind of unexpectedly turning into more of a healing thing than we thought it would be. We're also having a hard time because today is our programmer father's 70th birthday. We are not in contact with him as far as we know, but it does bring up a lot of things for us. His birthday was always very difficult for us because he was a violent maniac of a narcissist and would just go absolutely batshit crazy on his birthday in particular. But that's not the focus of this video. What we want to talk about in this video is the one deprogramming video that we deleted sometime after we posted it. We made a video in our deprogramming series. It was somewhere in the 20s, I think, but I'm not sure, as in part 20 to part 30. And it was about alchemy and compassion. And it was one of our favorite videos, actually, except some parts watched it over months later, maybe even longer, I'm not sure, but a while later, and found that we kept repeating ourselves as we switched throughout the video in ways that they had been previously unaware. We had repeated ourselves, and it scared them so much seeing that we were so dissociated from their perspective that they made us delete the video. And I think that was very unfortunate because it really was one of our most important videos in our opinion. I do agree with those parts that our delivery could have been better, but as we are autistic and polyfragmented, we can only do the best that we can. And it wasn't that much different from how we usually talk in our videos. It just scared those parts in particular. So we want to say some things about it now. And I want to mention real quick, I know that we were trying to go in a linear order for our reflection series, but we found that we really can't do that, that our healing process goes much more in spirals than in a linear fashion. And the way we have to run our channel has to reflect that. So if we want to do this, we have to just jump around as parts demand, basically. And so this is what our system has decided we can talk about right now, and so that's what we're going to do. So we were focusing on compassion and alchemy. The idea was that in our deprogramming process, we have found it extremely important to focus on the alchemical practice of transmuting suffering into compassion, which we have learned we can do by applying mindfulness to our suffering. We have found that the key to healing from trauma, for us at least, is mindfulness, and that we can go a step further than just letting go of trauma. We can actually take it and we can turn it into positive energy. And so all of that suffering that we went through in MK can be transmuted into blazingly bright light. The depth of our suffering was so extreme that it actually has given us an opportunity to experience joy that very few people could probably ever hope to experience in a single lifetime. And we actually had a breakthrough around our alchemy practice just a few days ago. I know that to some people this might sound like accessing, but I believe that this was a positive experience, not MK. We had this astral experience where we went into another plane from a sleeping state, and with our hands we were able to transmute the ether essentially into this golden crackling fire. And when we did so, we experienced the most core childlike joy I think we have ever felt. And when we woke up, we started rapidly integrating with Sai, also known as Rose, although lately they have taken on a more masculine name again. But we've been integrating so deeply with them that we really feel like our alchemy practice is on fire. And we've been finding ourselves able to transmute extreme amounts of trauma in ourselves and in others with a new kind of power. And we've been feeling ourselves just overwhelmed with joy.